Hello, dear friends. I'm back. Um, Once again, I apologize for the break we had, maybe more than 10 days. It was connected with my webcam, my laptop, and also I was playing French team championship. So I did not have much time to record videos. In today's video, I will show my game against the legendary chess player Vasyl Ivanchuk. So I had black pieces, so let's go. So Ivanchuk started the game with knight f3 move. Of course, he can play whatever opening he wants. So knight f3, d5, g3, and here I went for g6 setup. Earlier in my YouTube channel, you can find the video against Bog Benjamin, um, where I played knight d7 with the intention to go e5, and after d4 I went knight b6. Yes, of course, b6 is another option. I can also go like very standard setups, knight f6 and e6, and many others. For this game, I decided to stick with g6, bishop g2, bishop g7. Yes, black is ready to go e7, e5. That's why d4 was played. I remember my game against Korobov last year in French team championship, where Anton allowed me to go e5 and game went short castle e5 and d3 if I'm not mistaken. E4, knight f6, short castle, short castle. Here the strongest and the main move is c4. I was planning to take on c4. Recently, some players started also going c3 and other moves. Yes, Ivanchuk went a4. Yes, useful move. Yes, here white is choosing between going c4, which is considered the main move. You can find my game against David Howell, where I took on c4. Also, some positional moves are there, like c3, a4, even h3. Yes, a4 with the idea to go a4, a5. Here I played a5, stopping all kind of a4, a5 for white. Yes, another option. I checked my game with the modern engines is to go c5, and if d takes c, knight a6. And I should say that recently in Sharjah Masters, Vladimir Fedosiev had a game against Ivan Zemlyansky. Yes, white usually here goes knight c3, knight takes c5, bishop e3. So that game I was aware of, but over the board couldn't really remember it and went for a5, bishop f4, c6, knight bd2, bishop f5. Yes, let me see. Yes, here instead of going bishop f5, I could start with h6. h6 is a very useful move when opponent has a bishop on f4. So I played bishop f5. c3 was played. According to the computers, h3 was uh, was possible move, maybe even the strongest. So c3. I played knight bd7, rook e1, and here I played rook e8, kind of copying my opponent, but here I could go h6, which would have been uh, the strongest. And the point is being that uh, white's main idea is to go knight h4, attack the bishop, and if bishop goes e6 back, then e4. But with the move on h6, with the pawn on h6, all knight h4 ideas aren't really working because later on g5 is a huge threat. That's why this e4 is not really working because of g5. Yes, I did not play h6. I went rook e8, knight h4, attacking the bishop, e4. Yes, now opponent wants to go e5, takes, and takes with the bishop. Of course, if rook e4, bishop d5 is there. Yes, I was even thinking about to go bishop d5 here, but I was slightly afraid of bishop takes d5, c takes d, and knight f3. I thought this can be better for white with the ideas to go h4, h5, maybe doubling rooks on e file, placing queen on b3. Yes, this can be unpleasant because bishop doesn't do anything on g7. Of course, it defends kingside very well, but um, I think black will face some problems. Yes, I played bishop c4. My intention was to go e7, e5. According to the engines, bishop h3 or queen b6 was also possible, and black does not have any problems. Bishop c4, my opponent played knight f3 to stop e5. Here e5 is not really working because d takes c. Let's say knight takes e5, bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5, queen takes d8, and rook a takes d8, bishop c6, and e5. Bishop is hanging in the end. Yes, I apologize. E5, d takes knight e5. Bishop e5, not bishop takes e5. Queen d1 is the only move. Rook a d1, bishop e5, bishop c6. Yes, I played bishop c4, knight f3, queen b6. Yes, attacking the pawn. Also, my main idea is to go rook a d8 and then maybe c5 or e5. Yes, knight d2 was played, bishop a6. Always I had this idea to go bishop a6 and later on rook a d8, e5 or c5. Yes, queen b3. Here I remember the legendary Vasyl Ivanchuk spent a lot of time, maybe more than 20 minutes. Yes, queen b3, e5. And here as well, I myself spent enough time. I was choosing between queen b3, knight b3, bishop c4, knight d2, because I don't think any knight c5 ideas are good for white. I will just take knight c5 and then push e5. Let's say knight d2. I can go bishop a6 with the idea to go e5, or even I can just go bishop d5. Yes, and then I realized that let's go e5. Here Ivanchuk just did not even spend any seconds. He took d takes c, but I was worried about this. D takes c, bishop takes c5, I'm forced, and bishop c6. Of course, b takes c is not working. Bishop f4 is the only move. Yes, bishop e8, bishop d2. Black does not have any problems. Takes, bishop takes e8, bishop takes d2. I was very slightly worried about this position, but later on, of course, when I started uh, calculating very concretely, I realized that black does not have any problems, and maybe even they are better. So d takes c was played, bishop e5. Again, queen b6, bishop c6 does not really work. Takes, yes, bishop c6, bishop e3. And here in the different moves, black is achieving equality, like bishop c7. I played knight c4, takes, bishop b6. And it does look very drawish, and it is, of course. But, um, if, let's say, white is achieving, let's say, bishop on c2 and rook on d1, rook 8 on d1, then black might be in some trouble. So bishop b3 I played. So we are having exactly the same position. So rook a3, bishop c4, rook a1, bishop b3. And I thought my opponent is going to repeat by playing rook a3, but Ivanchuk had other intentions. So he played bishop f3. Yes, I did not play rook e6, though I could because of I was worried about bishop g4. So I played h5, rook e3, rook e6, rook e1. For example, if I go rook e8, I might be in some trouble after bishop d1 because now bishop d1, rook d1, and a5 pawn is hanging. Yes, this can be slightly unpleasant. I played rook a6, bishop c5, bishop c7. Yes, I took control over b6, and very soon my rook will go back rook a8. So takes bishop e4. The threat is very obvious. Bishop takes g6. I protected the pawn. Rook d1, rook a8, bishop c2, rook d8, and here I offered a draw. I thought I equalized completely. I don't have any even small problems. But after spending maybe about 1 minute, Ivanchuk said that he wants to continue the game. So he took f3. Not much is really happening. Bishop d5, b takes a is not working. Bishop just takes a5, b5 is nothing. I'm not even sure that c takes a takes is in white's favor. So f4 to to have moves with the king. So king e6, h4. Yes, bishop c4, bishop d1, bishop d5, king d3, and eventually I played b6 and b5, trading the pawns, a takes, c takes. Now, of course, I'm threatening some a4, and after a4, black can be um, better. So b takes, king e3, yes, and e4 takes. Yes, king f2 is also enough, but bishop a4, bishop e1, bishop e8. White or black does not have ways to protect the pawn on g6 or g3, so we trade it. And here, after bishop takes h5, Ivanchuk offered me draw, which was very obvious, and we agreed in a draw. Thank you very much, dear friends, for watching this video. I know we had very long break, but it was related to my webcam issues, my laptop issues, and also the league French team championship. It took a lot of energy and a lot of time, preparation, and of course the game itself. Yes, I will share more videos. I will record more videos with my games from the league and also much more material. Please follow my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.